Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to draw a Mario character. I already did a rough sketch. I wasn't able to take a video of it because that video got corrupted, but I will be showing you right now how to draw it with just this. Now, right here it's just really much of an oval, and right here you just gotta sketch the side right here and the side right here, and basically make a little bit of a round surface, make the regular ears, and then just do a little straight line with little oval parts on the bottom, and just do basic circles for the eyes. Now the nose is a decent circle, and this right here is just a mustache with little curves. Now that's very easy, and all you need to do is draw a little bit of a hat with the circle on top with an M, and this right here is basically the same thing but without the M. Now I'm gonna be doing it just like this. Finished drawing. The rest is really simple. All you need to do is basically use this like a regular pen or anything you would use to do that. Now for an outline, I'm going to be using any random Sharpie you can basically get anywhere. This is very good for outlining, and I use it many times on my drawings. When you're using a Sharpie, it's very good to use one of these extra papers. Any paper you have, as long as it's decently thick. I forgot to mention that you need the paper underneath the other paper so the ink doesn't bleed through and messes up your other things, okay? Sorry. Once you are done with your Sharpie, I'm gonna show you how to color it. Outline, it should look something like this. Now once more, I'm showing you a Sharpie that you can get anywhere. I did the outline for it. Now what I'm going to be using is these regular alcohol based markers, Artist Loft markers. You can get them at Michael's, I believe, or I don't know exactly what it was called again. Whatever art store you are nearest to. Now it's best to be using this is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using Red Rose. Red Rose is what I'm going to be using. Now, since I'm using this, I'm going to be using the red that's perfect for this. Now, I'm not only going to be using this for the whole drawing, I'm going to be using colored pencils as well, because I do not have the right colors for this, but soon I will. Now it's always to remember to have an extra sheet of paper on the other side so the ink doesn't bleed through the other sheet of the paper to where it messes up the other papers you have, because this is a book where you're able to rip it out right here, and if you don't have a book like that, it really sucks, because those books can be very useful. If you hear screaming in the background, I left the door open for better lighting, and I have a new lamp that I put you guys on just to make you guys feel a little bit better and more higher. I'm trying to get my angles more professional to where I can get more better with this YouTube thing. Now for the eyes, I'm going to be using two different types of blues, one for the dark and one for the other one. I'm going to be using Gulf Blue and Bluebird right there. Now for the first one, it's going to be for the bottom, I'm going to be using the lightest color I have right now. Now by doing this, you add a little bit of blending in your colors. Now if you don't have this, you could use colored pencils, but I suggest using these and buying them. There are others that are called Touch 5 markers that you can buy. They are very cheap and they work pretty much the same. Make sure to just tell me if you like this video in the comments below, and make sure you guys like this video, because I don't do too many tutorials. This is like a decently good tutorial for you guys to learn how to draw Mario. I have been getting into that just a little bit. I'm doing this for a friend of mine so he can start learning how to do these things. Now I'm going to be switching over to the colored pencils that I have in this area right here. Now I will be using skin colors And before I get into that, I'm going to be using this for the M, another Sharpie once again. Great uses for this. I'm going to be filling this in this M. I'm not too sure if this is how it is, but I'm doing this because I can. It's making it basically my own Mario character. Now, if you are going to be copying other people's art, make sure you make it just a little bit different to where you modify it or edit it, as I like to call it. Now, what I'm going to be using is skin colored pencils, and I will be getting back to you guys when I find them. Finally found the colored pencils. These things took me like 5 minutes to find. They're like one of each in my freaking thing. But before I get into that coloring part, I just wanted to quickly recolor this so it blends in a little bit better. And I'm just gonna recoat it like this. And there we go. It should blend in a lot better. And by doing this, it looks a lot much better. I'm gonna be using brown for the hair. I'm not too sure if this is the actual color, but I will be using this for this, and I will be probably using black for the mustache. I will have to check into that before I go into using that, but I will try to put as much detail into this drawing as much as possible. This is more of like a coloring tutorial than on how to draw it, but along the way of this video I will be talking about how to draw it and how I did it. First for the hat, I'm going to be basically telling you guys that it was basically just a triangle, basic movements, you know, not too hard or nothing. Basically what it was. I'm not too sure how I can explain that any better, but that's basically what it was. Not too hard, I would say, but it's like a circle-ish oval. Same with the face. It's just simple. All I did was start with the hair to where it's like a little thing like that. Just gotta sketch it all out first, and then the rest is pretty much easy. Not too sure, but yeah. By using this black, it gives it more darker. I'm trying to put it in the background right here to where it gets a little darker. By using the black, it makes it look much better, more what you call it, blended, as you may call it, blended. Now time for the skin color. This is a skin color. This is like the only one that I found. Looks basically more like pink than skin color, but I'll try to do as much blending with it as possible, but it's the best one I found. And I'm starting to regret because it's way too light for this face, but yes. And for the mustache, it's really just a little half circle that's a little bit less, more of a circle, more curved, you know. And then just a little cloud bumps on the bottom of it going into the curve, which is it basically. For the eyes, it's just a little bit of a circle-ish oval, not too hard there, and then another little circle inside of it. And then for the coloring in the blue, I did 2 different colors as I showed you in the previous scene. Now there you go, I have colored most of it. Skin color, I know that this isn't the best, but I did try my hardest because I don't have a lot of the right supplies. Now that I have done that, I'm going to quickly go over the mustache with black. I'm not too sure if this is exactly what it is, but again, I'm showing you guys that Sharpies are very useful. If you guys go look at other guys' YouTube channels, half of them do use Sharpies for pretty much anything. And it's a very good skill that people do use Sharpies. My skill is more on pen, not really Sharpies. I could do it all in one go, but I'm not too sure. I'll show you guys a quick example at the end of the video, or a little clip on the side of the screen here. But I doubt that I'll put it on the side of the screen, so don't get your hopes up. And there you go, that's the quick mustache, and you know what, I think I might even do the face. And for the face, I'm going to be using this little 0.08 micron thing Same place I got it was basically Michael's or something. I don't know how to explain it. It's not too expensive. It's only 10 bucks for like 3 of these. And yeah. I did mess up very badly on the smile, but I think it's not too bad to where it looks all right, I guess. And I've used the Sharpie, and let me give you a quick review of my supplies. All I really did was use a couple of these Art Loft thingies, alcohol-based colored markers, and I used, as I just showed you not too long ago, was a Sharpie and these outliner thingies that I like to use a lot. I did use an eraser after I did the sketch to like make it better, and I used a couple of colored pencils to make it much better. Yeah, you can get these almost anywhere. The best thing I'd suggest is getting the $13 at Walmart or any place really. Crayola, I'm saying that, Crayola colored pencils, and yeah. As you can see, this is how you draw Mario. It was just the face. If you guys want me to show how to draw the whole body, I will try to learn it myself and then show you guys how to do it. Till now, see you guys in my next video. Bye.